Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to some Pokemon Showdown. Now, today we are going to be doing a little bit of a VGC 2015 live, and I'm using this brand new Gardevoir, Bisharp, and Conkeldurr core team that I created yesterday, and so far it's been pretty good. I've won about, I think I tested 11 games with this team. I won probably, I think it was 9 of them, and then, of course, I lost the rest, so, yeah, this team's been pretty good nonetheless. I'm really excited to be showing it off to you guys, so I'm going to go look for a match here. We're in a battle against Kasana VGC. Oh, and if you guys didn't already notice, on Pokemon Showdown, they did an update with the team builder. As you see, you can actually see the Pokemon on the team builder now. So, I tweeted about it last night at, like, I think 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I don't even know what the time was. But, yeah, I really do think this was an awesome update. I'm glad they did this, because now you can just be so much more organized with your teams and whatnot, so that is really awesome. Looking forward to doing some more team building, but other than that, yeah, let's get back to the match here. So we're going up against a Trick Room team. Trick Room teams really give my team a hard time, because, you know, most of these Pokemon are fast. We got Gardevoir, we got Conkeldurr, all these Pokemon are decently fast. Well, not Conkeldurr, but, you know, Bisharp and Greninja are both pretty fast, so either way, what do we want to do as a lead? I mean, he's probably going to lead Cresselia, and then something to divert our attention, so maybe an equal threat. In that regard, let's bring Gardevoir Bisharp as a lead in case he wants to lead Mawile in Cress. But either way, I guess we can throw Greninja. I mean, Greninja hits, it hits Tyranitar. It hits nothing else really. Do we go Amoonguss? I could just bring both of my walls. Or we could do Greninja, because Conkeldurr is definitely not going to work here. I mean, Conkeldurr could hit Tyranitar and Scrafty. Nah, I'm just going to go, I don't know what to do. You know what, I'm going to go Conkeldurr, and then for our final Pokemon, we'll just go Amoonguss, because we can. My opponent's going to lead Scrafty and Tyranitar, as I'm going to lead Gardevoir and Bisharp. Not the ideal lead. Well, is Scrafty gonna have Intimidate? Ooh, that's gonna give me Defiant Boost. That's awesome. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so there's that Defiant Boost. Alright, we're gonna Mega Evolve here. I'm gonna go with the Hyper Voice, and then I guess we'll just Iron Head the Tyranitar. I would imagine the Scrafty going for the Fake Out on my Gardevoir. Yeah, so whatever. We're gonna Mega Evolve. He's gonna Fake Out my Gardevoir, whatever. I'm gonna Iron Head. We're gonna be able to bop the Tyranitar. It is gone. It is out of there. So Gardevoir's gonna flinch, unfortunately. We are gonna get hit by the Sandstorm. Well, not Bisharp, because obviously part Steel type. But so far we're doing so good. I'm having a great time using this team. Mawile's gonna come in, giving Bisharp even more of a boost. There's that 2 times Defiant Boost. I think we're gonna Protect on Gardevoir, and I'm going to I think I'm gonna Sucker Punch Mawile. Or do I Iron Head Scrafty? I mean, Sucker Punch, I gotta calc it. Let's go, let me switch to doubles, and let's go Bisharp, OU Defiant Attacker. Put it up against Mawile, probably the Mega. Mega Mawile, VGC Mega Attacker. Sucker Punch would, oh yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, we're going for the Sucker Punch on Mawile. That is the play to make. Gardevoir is going to go for the Protect. I'm going to Sucker Punch the Mawile. It's going to do half damage. Hopefully, he doesn't. Ooh, he's going to go for the Sucker Punch on my Gardevoir, as Scrafty is going to actually knock out Bisharp with the Drain Punch. Alright, that's kind of bad, but we can play around this. For instance, let's bring in Amoonguss, because I know that the Mawile wants to either go for an Iron Head on Gardevoir or go for the Sucker Punch. So, I'm going to Hyper Voice, as from this range, I think we'll be able to knock out Mawile and Scrafty. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice, and then in terms of Amoonguss, let's Rage Powder to divert the attention away from Gardevoir, so I get a free Hyper Voice off. We're going to knock out the Scrafty, but it's not going to actually knock out the Mawile, unfortunately. Oh, well, due to Rocky Helmet, it is going to get knocked out either way, so yeah, it's gone. Okay, so I guess, if the last Pokemon's Cresselia, maybe it's my Milotic. I thought this was a Trick Room team, but yet he didn't set up Trick Room at all, or even took the time to, but either way, Sylveon is going to come in. Let's Hyper Voice, and then in terms of Amoonguss, in case this doesn't kill, what can a Sylveon do to me? I mean, Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna go for the Spore on the Sylveon in case Hyper Voice doesn't knock it out. Yeah, I didn't think it would. And then he's gonna go for his own Hyper Voice, which we're gonna be able to live. Yeah, of course. I can drop a Spore. There we go. And honestly, now that's the game. All we really have to do is just attack with Gardevoir, and it's pretty much game over. So I'm gonna Hyper Voice here. And then in terms of Amoonguss, we are gonna Giga Drain the Sylveon, and that is gonna be that. So, unless this guy surrenders right now, forfeits, whatever, we honestly should be able to snag the win in this game. And I actually created this team using Cybertron Productions team building method, and it worked out pretty well. I really do like this team. Greninja, I guess I might as well go over how much this team counters like the great Pokemon in VGC. So let me go down here. For Kangaskhan, we have Conkeldurr. For Landorus, we have Greninja. For Thundurus, we have Greninja. For Sylveon, we have I don't know, Gardevoir and Amoonguss, a combo. Wombo combo. Actually, no, we have Bisharp for Sylveon, my bad. And then Amoonguss, we of course have Gardevoir, Heatran, we have Greninja. Just this team covers so many common threats in VGC. That's what I like about it. And so, I don't know. So, I guess I'll be right back with you guys when my opponent makes his move. Alright, so my opponent's gonna stall the timer down all the way to 10 seconds just because he knew he was gonna lose. So either way, he lost due to inactivity. The ladder is gonna update. I'm not gonna leave just yet because I kind of want the ladder to update. I'm just gonna go and look for another match here, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So Salamence, Sylveon, Arcanine, Rotom Wash, Excadrill, Amoonguss. Salamence, who would be a good partner for Salamence? I would imagine something that could take on ice types. So maybe, or a Pokemon that have access to ice type moves, like maybe Arcanine. So maybe Salamence, Arcanine, double Intimidate. In that regard, I kind of want to lead Gardevoir, Bisharp. In terms of what Excadrill can do, Excadrill, Rotom Wash maybe? I mean, his Amoonguss could definitely be used for something. I almost just want to bring Togekiss for Amoonguss. And then we'll throw our Amoonguss in the mix just for coverage, because we, I don't know, it looks good against this team. We can do a little bit against Excadrill and a lot against Rotom Wash, so I do feel pretty confident about that lead. I'm gonna go and start the timer, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna lead Gardevoir and Bisharp, as my opponent's gonna lead Rotom Wash and Arcanine, so we predicted correctly in terms of Intimidate. We should be able to get that Defiant boost, which is really awesome. And then, Gardevoir got Trace. Oh, it traced the Intimidate. Okay, so that's cool. I want to use Bisharp, I really do. But to be perfectly honest with you, it is completely useless in this scenario. So I'm going to go with the Hyper Voice here and protect on Bisharp, as I know Arcanine's probably going to try and Flare Blitz my Bisharp. And I know that Rotom Wash definitely wants to burn it as well. Am I running Lum Bisharp? No, I'm running Life Orb. Okay, so yeah, we definitely do have to protect this turn. Although we did get the Defiant boost, up against these Pokemon, we really can't do anything with it. So I'm just hoping that maybe Hyper Voice will put both of these Pokemon in range of another one, and then we can knock him out so Bisharp can actually do some work. But other than that, we got to keep Bisharp in the back, because I don't think it's gonna work that well in this situation. So we're going to be able to Mega Evolve here. My Bisharp's going to go for the Protect, as there's the Flare Blitz on the Bisharp, and then the Rotom Wash is going to actually go for the T-Bolt on it. Now I get to land my Hyper Voice, which is going to put, only the Rotom Wash in range. And then he pops the Citrus. So, yeah, we definitely got to get Bisharp out of here. I want to go for another Hyper Voice, and you know what? Do I just Sucker Punch Rotom? I think I should. Because Rotom's a problem. I can deal with, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to Sucker Punch the Rotom. I don't really see Bisharp working out that well with the team. We're going to be able to knock out the Rotom Wash perfectly, and maybe Gardevoir can outspeed Arcanine. Oh, wow, it didn't even go for the Flare Blitz on my Bisharp. So, very good play to make there, as we can actually knock out the Arcanine with the Hyper Voice. That is pretty, I don't know how I feel about that. That's weird. But either way, I don't know why he wouldn't attack my Bisharp anyways. But Sylveon is going to come in here. Ooh, I can just wreak havoc here. I really can. Gardevoir is susceptible to... Wow, we both have a Steel type and a Fairy on the team. Or on the field. How do I want to go about doing this? We could Hyper Voice. It might just be better to Psychic the Excadrill, to be honest with you. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna Psychic the Excadrill, and then in terms of Bisharp, let's Sucker Punch the Excadrill. The Sylveon's gonna go for the Protect, so I should be able to knock out the Excadrill with just a Sucker Punch, and honestly, now we're gonna win. We really can win. All I gotta do is click Hyper Voice, and then I guess I'll go Iron Head, and that's pretty much the match. So, I don't know, we played it pretty well. I think predictions are definitely on point today. Hyper Voice is gonna bring him down in range of an Iron Head. I mean, I think an Iron Head would have knocked him out anyways from this range, like at full. But either way, we are gonna win that match. So I'm just gonna go and exit out, and we'll go ahead and look for another one. And okay, so we're in a battle. This definitely kind of looks like. Wait, why would he be bringing Politoed? Wait, how does Politoed fit on this team? Because it's not a rain team. He has Arcanine. Okay then. I don't know. Does like. No. I don't even know why he has Politoed on here. Maybe it's just there for water type coverage. I really don't know. I kind of want to utilize that, actually. I kind of want to bring Greninja. But this does look like a Perish trapping team. So I don't want to lead Gardevoir. Let's lead Bisharp and, who would we like to keep in? Maybe Bisharp and Greninja. Yeah, because those are two Pokemon that can actually do very well without switching out. And for coverage, we'll just throw... I mean, it doesn't really have too many threats to fairies. I guess we'll throw Gardevoir and Togekiss in the back and hope for the best. So this guy's gonna lead Gengar and Scrafty, as I'm gonna actually lead Bisharp and Greninja. Of course, I'm gonna get the Defiant boost, so way to go, Bisharp. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Normally I would want to Sucker Punch the Gengar, but I almost feel like he's gonna go for the Protect. You know what? I'm just gonna double protect this turn and scout out for what they're gonna do, because I really don't know what to think in this position. He can do a lot of things. He can Mega Evolve and Sub. Oh, if he does that, that's gonna be horrible. He can Mega Evolve and go for the Protect, just scout out and get his speed or whatever. And then Scrafty's probably gonna want to fake out something, so I'm glad that I'm going for the double Protect so that I can kind of break his fake out. But either way, I guess I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so this is going to be a Mega Gengar, as I'm going to, of course, be double protecting. The Gengar is going to go for the Protect first turn, as the Scrafty is going to try and fake out my Greninja. So, I don't know, we could Sucker Punch the Gengar. Yeah, or it might be worth it to actually Sucker Punch the Scrafty, and then go for the Hydro Pump on the Scrafty, because I don't really think Gengar can do too much to us besides maybe Perish Song or whatever. And we can break the Gengar if we really need to, but either way, I kind of want to target the Scrafty down, as it's a huge threat to both my Bisharp and Greninja, whereas Gengar is kind of like a neutral threat that, like, you know, it can be threatening in certain positions, but in the one that it's currently in, it's not really that, like, that glaring of it, like an intimidation or whatever. Alright, so my opponent's gonna bring in the Amoonguss, as I'm gonna actually Sucker Punch the Scrafty. I thought it would do a little more damage than that, but of course, Hydro Pump is not gonna be able to knock it out, as he's gonna Drain Punch my Greninja. Okay then. I almost feel like the Amoonguss is just gonna Rage Powder here, so we can actually 2-hit KO this Amoonguss by going for Iron Head and then Ice Beam. I would be quite happy if it actually did go for the Rage Powder, because then it would be gone, and we wouldn't have to worry about a Rage Powder user. But honestly, I kind of want to get Greninja out of here. Actually, I kind of want to get Bisharp out of here, to be honest with you. You know what? It might be better just to, I know he's going to target the Greninja, so we should be good this turn. But the next turn, I kind of want to swap Bisharp out for maybe Togekiss. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so my opponent's going to bring in the Politoed here, as the Amoonguss is going to go for the Protect, so that was completely useless. Okay then, Iron Head is not going to do anything. Politoed. That really doesn't pose a threat to my team. It really doesn't. I guess we can Iron Head the Amoonguss and then Ice Punch it as, or not Ice Punch, Ice Beam it again. I don't really see anything wrong with that. He can't go for the Protect this turn, so, yeah, Politoed. I mean, it's usually put on rain teams. That's why it's a little weird to see it. I imagine maybe he's just running, like, Hydro Pump or whatever, just for, like, water coverage, but I really don't know. Alright, so the Politoed is gonna go for the Protect, as I can Ice Beam the Amoonguss, and then, oh, it's gonna switch out with Eject button. Who are you gonna bring in? Ooh, if you bring in Arcanine, I get even more of a Defiant boost. So you can't really switch in your Intimidator here. We're gonna bring in the Gengar, as I can Iron Head, destroying it. Okay, that works for me. His Mega's gone out of the way. I did not expect him. Why would you do that? I don't even know. This guy's gonna forfeit, whatever. So we're gonna win. I'm gonna go and find another game. We snagged the win in that one, and so we're doing pretty good so far in this session. Alright, so we're gonna match here. Okay, let's look at the team. Sylveon, Hydreigon, Metagross, Rotom Heat, Venusaur, Gastrodon, Storm Draining Gastrodon. Obviously gonna be used to divert something. Maybe against, the Rotom Heat. In terms of leads, he could go... What's a good partner for Venusaur? Venusaur is bulky. Maybe a Venusaur Metagross lead, and then a Rotom Heat Gastrodon in the back. I mean, that could work. I definitely want to bring Amoonguss to this match, simply because of Storm during Gastrodon. There's no glaring leads. There really isn't. So I guess we'll just go coverage. Metagross kind of destroys Gardevoir. So that's... I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I almost feel like he's gonna... It could be possible that he's gonna lead Rotom, Heat, Gastrodon. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Gardevoir, Greninja, and we'll throw maybe Bisharp and Amoonguss into the mix, because I almost feel like he's gonna be bringing Sylveon to this match, but I'm not sure. So he's gonna lead Metagross and Hydreigon. Okay, so I can do a little bit with this. We're gonna Mega Evolve, and I'm gonna go with the Hyper Voice, of course, on the Hydreigon. And then I'm gonna Hydro Pump the Metagross just for damage. It's gonna go Mega. I'm gonna go Mega. I'm gonna Hydro Pump. Oh, it's gonna miss though. Are you serious? And then it's gonna drop a Draco, bring me down to my Sash, lower its special attack, yada yada yada. Here, I am not gonna take an Iron Head. Whoa. Well, I knew that I wasn't gonna take an Iron Head, but I didn't think I'd be knocked out that easily. Okay then. Or I didn't think Metagross would outspeed me. What am I talking about? All right. Well, I'm gonna bring in Bisharp here as what we can do. I can go for the Sucker Punch on Metagross, and then I can Ice Beam the Hydreigon. He's gonna bring in Rotom Heat, so Sucker Punch is not gonna work. I can then Ice Beam the Hydreigon, not knocking it out, bringing it down so low though, as it's gonna Dark Pulse, knocking out my Greninja. Yeah, I'm just gonna forfeit, because there's no way we can win this battle. I'm gonna put it out there right now. There's no way we could have won that battle. So I'm gonna go look for a match here. I'm gonna try and leave on a positive note in today's live. Alright, Mismagius, Volcarona. Maybe Volcarona Gyarados lead, actually. Because Volcarona is a great Rage Powder user. And, probably gonna be used in a pair with something to give it initiative. So, maybe Volcarona, Dragon Dance, Mega Gyarados. I mean, this could be a Mega Lucario. Oh, it probably is a Mega Lucario, actually. It could be Volcarona sub Mega Lucario. Okay, in that regard, what do we want to do to prepare for that? Okay, so we're gonna bring Togekiss and Conkeldurr lead, and we'll throw Gardevoir and Amoonguss at the back. I feel pretty good about that. He's gonna lead Volcarona and Lucario. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I thought it was gonna be. So what we're gonna do, this is probably gonna be Rage Powder Volcarona. We're gonna Air Slash the Volcarona, and then I'm gonna go straight with the Stone Edge on the Volcarona. I opted to run Stone Edge on Conkeldurr rather than Knockoff, because Stone Edge actually one-hit KOs Mega Charizard Y, and it'll definitely do a lot of damage to Volcarona, so I'm really just running it for coverage, to be honest with you guys. Somebody said in the chat, isn't Heatran allowed in VGC? Yeah. Why? I guess I'll just talk to this guy until my opponent makes his move. I'm gonna go and start the timer here, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so my opponent's going to bring in Hitmontop here, lowering my attack on Conkeldurr and Togekiss. This is going to be a Mega Lucario, as it's going to Flash Cannon. I am going to be able to live it here. I'm going to pop my Citrus Berry, as I'm going to go for the Air Slash on the Hitmontop, and then I can maybe land my Stone Edge. Okay, so, what do we want to do? Well then, I did not expect that to happen. I didn't expect its Volcarona to switch out there. What to do against this Lucario? We can't keep Conkeldurr in here. I'm going to Protect on Togekiss, and I'm gonna switch. I can't switch in Gardevoir, though. Let's switch in Amoonguss here on Conkeldurr, as what I want to try and do is, please go for the Togekiss. Please go for the Togekiss. It's gonna fake out my Amoonguss, whatever, take the Rocky Helmet damage, and then Flash Cannon on my Togekiss. Awesome. So what we want to do here, I want to Tailwind, and then I want to Rage Powder with Amoonguss, because I definitely want to be moving faster than all these Pokemon on the field, and I definitely want Togekiss to get Tailwind up before it goes down. Then the following turn, okay, so he's going to bring in Volcarona. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to Rage Powder here, so Flash Cannon's going to land on my Amoonguss. I can get my Tailwind up, and, we could Air, nah, what are we going to do? I really want to bring in Gardevoir, but this is looking really, like, a really obvious play. Alright, let's go Gardevoir. I guess we can switch both of them out, right? Or do I keep Amoonguss in here? Oh, I feel like now he's gonna go for the Flash Cannon on the Togekiss. You know what? I'm gonna sack Togekiss, because I feel like he's gonna go for the Flash Cannon, and I don't want to switch Gardevoir in on that. In terms of Amoonguss, I'm gonna try and Spore the Mega Lucario. So Volcarona's gonna Protect. I think that's the best play I could have made. I'm trying to sack off my Togekiss here, as he is gonna go for the Flash Cannon. Please just land the Spore. Yes, we're gonna land the Spore. We're gonna put the Lucario to sleep, and then we're gonna bring in Gardevoir here as, we got to start unleashing the beast. So, I want to run calcs here because I'm not too sure what's going to do more damage. Let's go, Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir, just doubles Mega Gardevoir. And we'll put it up against Lucario. Lucario, Uber, all-out physical attacker, whatever. I think, I don't know. Okay, so let me swap out Psyshock for Psychick. Psychic will be doing 98. Volcarona probably is going to be carrying Heat Wave. How much would a Hyper Voice do? It would do 96, so around the same, and we'd still be doing damage to Volcarona. So I want to do it. I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to go straight for the Hyper Voice. And then in terms of Amoonguss, I want to put the Volcarona to sleep. So I'm going to go for the Spore. I'm going to Mega Evolve here, going for the Hyper Voice. And then we're going to bring the Lucario down to 0 on a critical hit, as he's going to go for the Quiver Dance. Okay, so that is the thing. Good thing it's asleep now, because all we got to do is just bring in Conkeldurr and Stone Edge, and then it's gone. It is a goner. So in comes Hitmontop here. It's going to give us a little bit of an Intimidate drop. I guess we'll just go for another Hyper Voice, and then I want to kind of pivot in here Conkeldurr, because what I really want to do, when Volcarona goes for the Quiver Dance, it doesn't raise its regular defense, so all we got to do is just land one Stone Edge, and it's going to be 4 times super effective. So I'm going to bring in Conk here, as Gardevoir is going to get faked out, whatever. It's a good thing Volcarona's asleep, so the Tailwind's going to peter out here, as I'm just going to go with the Psychic on the Hitmontop, and then I'm going to go straight for the Stone Edge on the Volcarona. I don't imagine anybody switching out here. He's going to go with the Wide Guard. That's fine. I'm going to Psychic the Hitmontop, knocking it out. And then all I got to do is land this Stone Edge, and then Volcarona should be gone. So, yep, it is gone. Volcarona's out of here. Hitmontop's out of here. Mega Lucario is out of here. And then, his last Pokemon's going to be Archeops, actually. Okay. Let's play around this. I'm going to Protect on Gardevoir. And then, kind of what I want to do, I guess we can just Ice Punch. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to Ice Punch on Conkeldurr, or with Conkeldurr on the Archeops. I have a feeling the Archeops is going to, it's going to go with the Rock Slide. Okay, well, that's fine. Conkeldurr can take that quite well. I can click Ice Punch, and then Archeops is going to die. So, that is it. We are going to win the battle there, and I've actually laddered up into the 1,200 range, so that is awesome. But either way, yeah, that match is going to actually wrap up the session and this video. So, thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to take it easy, you guys.